Imagine a place that tells a story spanning centuries, where culture and nature intertwine to create something truly extraordinary. That's the beauty of UNESCO World Heritage Sites. I'm Abigail, and this is Global Treasures, the podcast that covers the history, travel tips, and legends surrounding one of the 1,223 World Heritage Sites each episode. These places have been identified as having universal cultural or natural significance that is so exceptional that it transcends national boundaries and is of importance to present and future generations. Welcome to the official start of Season 3, where we'll explore the 27 sites that UNESCO added in 1980 together. Thank you for listening to the podcast. I appreciate all of your support. Please be sure to subscribe at Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Podbean, or your favorite platform, and leave a 5-star review if you like what you hear. You can also follow us on TikTok and Facebook for updates when we drop new episodes. Finally, please be sure to tell your friends about us if they love travel and/or history as well. Near Ethiopia's northern border, located amid the rough landscape, lies the ancient ruins of Aksum. Dating from the 1st to the 13th century AD, Aksum was once the vibrant center of ancient Ethiopia, serving as the supreme power between the Eastern Roman Empire and Persia. Roaming through Aksum today, one finds themselves faced with marvelous feats of engineering and craftsmanship, such as colossal monolithic obelisks, carved with an eye for detail. In the 6th and 7th centuries, the majestic stone penetrates the sky, telling a story of a civilization that prospered. The massive stela, stone slabs erected as a monument, stand adjacent to royal tombs and the remnants of castles. Stela usually have text or pictures that tell a story carved into them, serving as a reminder of a former era. These were erected primarily between the 1st and 8th centuries, when Aksum represented extensive wealth and authority within the country. Even though Aksum was no longer politically relevant after the 10th century, it continued to be a place of coronation, where Ethiopian emperors would be crowned, and a place of deep importance and tradition to the people of Ethiopia. The Kingdom of Aksum was a central link within the ancient world, located at the junction of 3 continents: Africa, Arabia, and the Greco-Roman world. This key location permitted it unprecedented command over trade routes. Aksum's influence stretched far and wide across a wide area of the Tigray Plateau, controlling the profitable ivory trade within Sudan, while its large fleet of ships dominated the Red Sea, securing its economic and political success. Inscriptions etched into stone slabs at Aksum are of vast historical significance. These crucial texts are in multiple languages, the first being Greek, which was adopted as the common language of the Hellenistic world. The second was Sabaean, a language spoken by people from southern Arabia who came to Ethiopia, to the highlands specifically, around 1000 BC. These bilingual engravings provide pivotal understandings of the cross-cultural exchanges and clarified how writing and trade were influenced and ultimately shaped Aksumite society. The 4th century brought a sweeping shift to the region with the introduction of Christianity to Aksum. This ushered in an era where Aksum saw the construction of numerous churches, none more celebrated than St. Mary of Zion. For those fascinated by mysteries and legends like I am, St. Mary of Zion holds an exceptionally riveting claim. It's believed to have once housed the Ark of the Covenant. For those unfamiliar with the 1981 film Raiders of the Lost Ark, starring Harrison Ford as none other than Indiana Jones. A quick description of this ancient artifact is required. The Ark of the Covenant has been described as a solid gold, elaborately decorated chest. According to biblical accounts, it contains the tablets of the law on which God delivered the Ten Commandments to Moses. The book of Exodus also stated it held the walking sticks used by Moses' brother. Further, the legend states that the son of King Solomon and the Queen of Sheba were the ones to bring this holy relic to Aksum. The Ark of the Covenant's current whereabouts remain unknown, with theories and claims circulating about its supposed location. People across the globe continue their search for this relic, though we may never know if it ever truly existed in the first place. Being designated as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1980, work to preserve this site was started and is being done to this day to ensure future generations can continue to visit. Flooding has unfortunately been an issue in the 4th century tomb of the brick arches, so staff are continuing to monitor the rising water table. Now that we've covered some of the history, I'll go over travel tips and logistics if you're interested in visiting this site. Check out the show notes for tools and links to help make planning easier at no extra cost to you. Today, Aksum has a population of around 66,000 people. The Tigray War that occurred between 2020 and 2022 caused tourism to dwindle, though it seems to be picking up a bit. It's estimated around 1,500 people visit each month, so you won't be fighting off large crowds. You'll want to fly into Addis Ababa International Airport, where you'll have a layover before flying into Aksum's airport. You likely will have 1 or 2 layovers, no matter what city you fly out of, if coming from a country outside of Ethiopia. When packing for your trip, be mindful of the weather. This area tends to have cool to warm summers with mild winters. The majority of the rain falls during the months of July and August. This also may help you decide the best time of year to go in the first place, keeping in mind that much of what you may want to see is outdoors. Also, be mindful of the fact that this area has an elevation of more than 6,000 feet, so make sure you stay well hydrated. Bring water purification tablets, or make sure you're budgeting to buy bottled water. You'll want to brush your teeth with it as well, depending on where you're traveling from. So, you can navigate this site independently or take tours. You'll have options for tours that will take you to both Aksum and Simeon National Park, which is another breathtaking UNESCO World Heritage Site that we covered previously. Simeon is the largest national park located in Ethiopia and is home to Ras Dashan, the tallest peak in the entire country. You can take a listen by going to episode 10 of season 1 if this is of interest. However, if you just want someone to guide you for the day, you can find a local tour guide who speaks English, as Amharic is the official language. A good guide will know the detailed history of the site as well. And neither option is over-the-top expensive by any means. And if you want to navigate Aksum independently, or again, just do a single-day tour, you may want to consider flying to Aksum just to see the site, stay one night, and fly back to Addis Ababa. Aksum has more limited hotel and restaurant options, while Addis Ababa, being the capital, has hundreds of restaurant options. There are also a wider variety of hotel and homestay options. Plus, it's only an hour-and-a-half flight between airports, and one-way tickets are inexpensive. If you aren't renting a car and rely on taxis, make sure to ask your hotel for recommendations and have the name of your hotel written on a piece of paper or text it or email it to yourself, written in the local language, just in case you get lost. So why do I recommend a flight? I don't recommend taking a bus between Aksum and Addis Ababa, As the ride takes a full day, it's definitely not the most efficient use of your time. I also don't recommend renting a car, because while city roads are more likely to be paved, rural roads can be problematic. So, back to the site. Going to the Church of Our Lady Mary of Zion is free, but the museum inside has a small fee associated. You can buy a combination ticket for the Northern Stela Park and other places of importance. If you can, you'll want to try to see the obelisk of Aksum, which was removed by the Italian army in the 1930s and wasn't reinstalled until 2008. You can also see King Ezana's stela and the Ezana stone, which is often compared favorably to the Rosetta Stone. King Ezana's stela is the largest and believed to be the marker for underground burial chambers, specifically for the royal class. This is notable because this practice was discontinued when Christianity was adopted. Also, keep in mind, when you're admiring the beauty of the church, that it's been destroyed and rebuilt more times than I can count. Please note that the Tomb of the Brick Arches, which I mentioned before, is currently not open to the public due to issues with the structural integrity from all of that flooding. I also was asked if any portion of the film Raiders of the Lost Ark was filmed here, or if there are any tours for fans of the Indiana Jones series. The answer is no. The movie wasn't filmed here, nor could I find any related tours. Finally, I want to wrap up by talking about the food. Caffeine lovers, such as myself, will be happy to hear that coffee is a key part of Ethiopian culture. Ethiopia is one of the world's largest producers of coffee, with it being its number one source of export revenue. Coffee beans from the Harar region are known for having fruity notes. You can even participate in coffee ceremonies or coffee tasting tours. This will give you the opportunity to try coffee from different regions and see the process of how coffee goes from bean to bag. Coffee is an important part of Ethiopian heritage, and a sense of kinship is often built over a steaming cup of that bitter goodness. Aksum is a testament to the societal and political power of ancient Africa. It was not only the hub of early Christianity, but a center of economic trade and a culture of remarkable transformation. Aksum continues to be a beacon, highlighting Ethiopia's historical importance to world history. Join us for our next episode, where we will explore Al-Qala of Beni Hamed, located in Algeria. This is an archaeological site that is an authentic fortified Muslim city and contains the largest mosque in Algeria. Until then, keep exploring, keep wondering, and keep treasuring the remarkable diversity of our world's heritage.